All right, it is time for my first ever 5-star prediction video. I'm excited about this and I feel like this will make for some fun content in the future. So stick around and let's get into it. All right, top of the list, we've got Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This is the first book in a trilogy, and I think I think it's a trilogy. I hope it's a trilogy. The third book is supposed to come out later this year. It's not out yet, and I was hoping once I get all of them I could read them. The reason why I think this is going to be a favorite for me is our main character has a connection with death, and he, like, I don't know, is almost not necessarily a caretaker, but he's like a consistent in his life, because other than that, like, death follows her around and she has bad luck. I think her parents passed away. She's been passed along between different relatives or something like that, and she finally gets to stay with some relatives who actually care about her. Most of them just want to take care of her to get access to her money. This family doesn't want her money and they actually just care about her, so she cares about them and stuff happens. But my interest is, however this connection with death is, I'm hoping that it's a fun one. I don't know if it's going to be a romance in that aspect or something else entirely, but I just think that's going to be so much fun, spooky gothic vibes, and I don't know. We'll see. Please let me know in the comments section down below if there's any books that you think that I would think was a 5-star prediction. And I think in the future we could maybe like battle it out and see who does a better job guessing, because I think that would be so much fun. And I've seen some other booktubers do that, and I want to be like the cool kids. Okay. The next book maybe shouldn't be on this list because I don't know what it's about. But I'm gonna keep it here. We're gonna read it, and even if I'm wrong, we're gonna keep it here because I have been thinking this is gonna be a 5-star for a hot minute. And the main reason is because it's a T. Kingfisher book. And I have liked a lot of their books in the past. And for some reason, the idea of Nettle and Bone seems interesting to me. I feel like I've heard the synopsis before, or, you know, somebody's review of it, and was like, that sounds cool, but I don't remember it, so I could be wrong. This could be a terrible pick. Anyway, it says that our main character is a shy, convent-raised third-born daughter, and she's relieved not to be married off for the sake of her parents' throne. But her older sister wasn't so fortunate, and her royal husband is as abusive as he is powerful. From the safety of the convent, Maria wonders who will come to her sister's rescue. After years of watching their families and kingdoms pretend all is well, Mara realizes if any hero is coming, it will have to be Mara herself. Okay, this is why. This is why. So we have her taking on the role of the hero to go save her sister. That's awesome. It says, if Mara can complete 3 impossible tasks, a witch will grant her the tools she needs. But as is the way in stories of princes and the impossible, these tasks are only the beginning of Mara's strange and enchanting journey to save her sister and topple a throne. Okay, yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It says, this isn't the kind of fairy tale where the princess marries a prince. It's the one where she kills him. Okay, so yeah, that's why. That's why. Past me, it makes sense. I understand why my brain thinks of that book and goes, I think that's going to be a 5-star. Okay. The next book, this one's also questionable, but for some reason I think I'm going to adore Feybound. Like, I think so. This one is the beginning of a series. I don't know how long it's going to be, and it is featuring POC characters, which I love. Your girl loves that. And it is in a Fey world, which I don't know why I think I'm going to like it. I think there's like a sisterly bond thing going on here, which I think is going to be fun. I have several books from this author, and I don't think I've read any of them. Like, they're all on my TBRs, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to enjoy this. So this may be a terrible decision. But I know that Jan ended up liking it, and we do have a good deal of overlap in the books that we like, even though I do think there are some things that we don't agree on, but I don't know. Hopefully I end up liking this. For some reason, I think it's going to be a 5-star, and I really hope I'm right. Next up, we have A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Fazal. This one is another one. I don't actually think I've read much from this author before, but the concept of this one seemed pretty cool. It's supposed to be a heist, which I don't think it's as heisty as people wanted it to be, but we have a scenario where there is this shop that sells tea on the outside and then is kind of like a speakeasy for vampires. at night or something like that. And I guess that's illegal for some reason. And that just sounds really fascinating to me. So I don't know much. The cover looks great. The synopsis sounded interesting. And for some reason, I think I'm going to love it. Like, I'm just so excited about it. I think I'm going to love it. I've been putting this one off too because I believe it's also part, like the beginning of a series. And I don't know when the rest of the books are going to come out. I kind of like binge watching. We're talking about books right now. I like binge reading things. So I try to wait until all of the books are available. I don't know if I'll be able to do that for both of these though. I'm probably going to jump on it anyway, but we'll see. Hopefully I love it. The next one is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. This is supposed to be like a Regency fantasy romance, and like with like orcs and stuff in like a Regency era. That concept is absolutely amazing to me. I think it would be so much fun. I do like historical romance. I do love romantasy. I do love all of that, and like putting it all together I think is fun. I've heard good things about this one, so I think that'll be nice. Although it is the beginning of a series and there's 3 books in it, I don't know if they're all tied entirely. I think they may have different like romances in each of them. I don't know, but I got all of them. So there's no reason for me to be putting this off. I should like finish. Like, I just got the other 2 in the series, so I can now read the whole thing, and I should. And I hope I like them. Yes. Okay, the next one is The Reformatory. We've got a wide range of books in this prediction video, but this one is by Tananarive Due, and I have read stuff that I've liked and stuff that I haven't liked from this author, so it might be a little bit risky for this one, but I feel like the commentary is going to be really strong. I've heard really good things about this. It's not going to be an easy one, and it is in the horror realm. This one focuses on, I'm not 100% sure. I believe a young boy ends up getting taken away to this reformatory school after he's done something bad, and his sister is worried about him. And I think perhaps he's, stops making contact or something, and then she goes to like investigate or something. I don't know. But all I know is the reformatory school is questionable. Bad things happen. I think people have been missing in the past. I don't know. I'm not even double checking a lot of these ones because like I'm telling you why I think it's a 5-star prediction, and I don't want to taint that aside from Nettle and Bone. So this is like all I know, and I'm still super excited about it. And yeah, I think it's supposed to have like spooky gothic-y vibes, and it's heavy commentary on like the reformatory schools and obviously the imbalance of the type of students that get shipped off to these kinds of things, mostly being Black kids. So I feel like it's going to be a hard one, but a good one. Okay, and then the last 5-star prediction for this video is going to be Slewfoot by Brom. I've heard great stuff about this. I really like Brom as an artist, and I find it fascinating that he also does books, and I have never read any of them. I also want to read Krampus in the future, but this one has had such great reviews over the past year or 2 since it's come out. I think it came out like 2 years ago. And it's like a witchy character in a small little town that's not okay with witches, and her overcoming stuff because of that. I don't know. But I think she's supposed to obviously rise up. Like, it's not her just being a weak character that is pushed aside or whatever. Like, I think she like makes a deal with something and yeah, gets her revenge. I don't know. I could be so wrong. I bet you, those of you who have read this, is all like, no, sweetie, that is not what it's about. But that's what I think it's about, and that's why I think it's a 5-star prediction. Maybe this one I should see what is actually happening. Okay, so there's an ancient spirit that awakens in a dark wood. Okay, yeah, so yeah, there is her connecting with this spirit. The colonists call him Slewfoot, a demon and a devil, to Abatha, a recently widowed outcast, alone and vulnerable in her pious village. He is the only one she can turn to for help. Together, they ignite a battle between pagan and Puritan, one that threatens to destroy the entire village. Okay, it is what I thought it was. I'm excited. I think I'm probably going to read this either late September or I'll save it until October or November. Like, it's a fall book to me, and I'm so here for it. I wanted to read it last year, but I was doing something and I ran out of time. But this year, and I've been saving it because it just feels like a great fall book. So those are my 5-star predictions. We are going to do videos in the future to see if I'm right or wrong. And if I'm lucky and you guys have suggestions down below, I will give you guys shout outs and add them to the videos so that we can see who's better at guessing what my 5-star predictions are going to be. And like, it's fine if you don't have a good idea. If you have a book that you really love and want to see what my thoughts are, put them down below. But obviously, if you think there's a book that I will love, let me know because I think this could be fun. Thank you so much in advance for any comments or suggestions that you leave. You guys are amazing. I'm really excited about this. I'm a little nervous though. I might have to just do a, me against me if we don't get a lot of comments down below, which is possible. It's totally okay. I'm small when it comes to booktube content. as I've mentioned previously, that number down there might look really big, but it's conflated with back when I was an art channel, and it doesn't actually make sense to what I do now. So it's totally okay. But thank you so much for everything. I'm really excited about the future of things. I'm repeating myself at this point. You get the you get the drift. Happy reading, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!